So. Hallo, hallo, hallo. Hello everyone, hi Biob. Welcome to me trying to solve a glitch puzzle while I also have a cold or something. This is going to go well. This is going to be amazing. I love it. I can't put this is not going to take 5 minutes. I have no idea what I'm doing in this. I mean, I have looked at this like 5 minutes. I just have no idea where to even start with this. But okay, let's just go into the level. Ah, right. Going into the level, already a non-trivial task. I just hit the message box. Is that going to be fine? Warning, this hack exists. Great. It's a cave mod too. Let's just see where this is going. I missed the message box. No message box in the intro. I suppose you can like look inside here? What's the point? Oh, because like no, this doesn't work. There's way too much of this bridge on screen for this to work. I missed the message box. What kind of ominous claims are being made here? I guess there are message boxes here. Of course, there's a bit of the question, why should I bother with reading those when I can just read them and do their magic? Okay, let's try to hit the message box in game as well. Let's see. I mean, I guess there is something you can do with this turn block bridge. Just from doing nothing. Can you? Can you? Oh, this doesn't work. I can kill myself. That's great. This is Mario and Lucid Dream music. The Mario and Lucid Dream title screen music. I have no idea where the song is actually from. I'll just know it's in Mario and Lucid Dream, and I've never heard it elsewhere. And I presume that's what Dartsian thought of as well. He chose this. Hello? Hello? Why does this happen? I've seen this before, but I never figure out why this happens. This. Don't you always get pushed away from the center block? Yeah, I mean, that's not the question, right? I mean, the question is why... Like, how do I clip... I guess the point is you have to clip 4 pixels deep into the turn block bridge. Because, like, it's really inconsistent, right? So I guess the point is that you want to be at 333 and a low subpixel. And then this zips you over. Also amazing. Right, that works out. Not exactly what I wanted. I guess this is something that works now, at least. The setup. Just have to figure out how to consistently actually get the warp. And also how to consistently get the warp in such a way that it doesn't like push me out immediately again. How does this work? How do you get the warp to not push you out immediately again? The point that you do it, I guess the point is that you do it while the bridge is retracting. What's the issue here? Why doesn't this clip? Oh, because I'm 1 subpixel short. Okay. And this works. Ah, but the bridge isn't retracting yet. And now the bridge is retracting. Okay, so you can actually hit the message box. Just need enough subpixel fiddling. I actually remember doing this in Mario Lucid Dream. In the in the castle level in the first world. And I was never able to reproduce it afterwards. I just got it once or something. I guess it's quite precise on the spacing, and it's kind of like you want to start with. I mean, unless you want to like fiddle around with your B presses in midair before you hit the turn block bridge, you kind of want to do it with -82 initial vertical speed. And then it's also just like a 50-50 from your subpixels. And I guess the point is -82 initial speed is kind of a bit awkward because it requires your speed to be like between 16 and 23, and that's like, I mean, I guess that's not an awkward window to hit because it's just what you get when you don't press Y, right? So if you, I guess the point is actually, hi Datsun, are we descending? Not sure if we are descending yet, but I guess like if you want an RTA viable setup for this, the point is to just not press Y, right? Actually, this is not so bad. You can, like... This is totally like Studies of Broken Engine 2 viable. I'm going to note this down. Should I ever make that, this is going in there. Do I even have a list for that? Yes, I do. Nice. Okay. What other shitty ideas do I have in here? I mean, this list has been like going on for ages, but still very short. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Actually, looking at this list, the list of city the list of shitty setups for Cataclysm 2 or whatever I would call such a hack is actually longer. Oh. Okay. Oh well. Making list for hacks. Anyway. I'm just going to go here. I'm still going to die here. Ah. Just want a safe place to listen to music. Okay, anyway. You should be fine. So... time to get rid of stuff. Okay, so where is this going? So we have an exit to level 88 and we have an exit back to 131. By the way, the first thing I noticed during all of this, and this is basically the only thing I noticed so far about this, is that the item memory index here is not 3. But it is 3 in like a lot of other rooms. Like it's 3 starting from here. So I'm just going to presume that's going to be very important. So like it's 3 here. And it's also 3 here. Not that it matters here, but like it's 3 here, but it's 0 here. And it's also 0 here. I have no idea why this would be relevant because like I don't understand this like bunch of coins here at all. But it's there as a statement. But like no idea how this would be relevant anyway. So we have coin snack here. I mean, I guess the coin snack, on the one hand it slightly worries me, on the other hand it extra worries me because I think I've seen a coin snack later down the level as well. Yeah, here. What is up with this? Yes, I have a cold. Yes, I do. I also have a slight headache, so I'm just going to blame anything, anything that's going to not work today, I'm going to blame on the headache. That's the surefire way to fix all of your problems, right? Anyway. Yes, headache and cold, best conditions for a dart team. But yes, this is going to go great, I'm sure. Anyway, I have to actually like find out where to even go in this. Like, this coin snake worries me a lot. Anyway, so we have an actual midway point here, and then some 1F0s, which like sort of look like midway points. But okay. But this is an actual midway point. We have like brown blocks here. I guess these are like an anti-P-switch jump measure. This is very scary to me. I guess this is just like a measure to prevent me from scrolling items through this wall? Not yet sure why that would be so terribly relevant, because I can just go here and go here, right? Just put these items down here if I really want to. What are you? Oh, it's a Buzzy Beetle. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, I can't just go here and drop the items because there's an auto-scroll. Oops, hello auto-scroll. Medium 2 auto-scroll. That's one of the broken ones, so I'm slightly worried that it will just overshoot the end of the level. Probably that's exactly the point or something. I guess because you can put it into like... Okay, can they overshoot the level? I think they can, right? I never checked auto-scroll sprites. I think those can overshoot. Because they have like this odd fractional value that they scroll at. Like 14.5 subpixels or something per frame. And I never figured out how to like actually find out how fast it exactly goes. It was always a bit of a mystery to me. I mean, I guess you can just find it in the disassembly if you look hard enough, but I never found it. Yes, assume all questions are rhetorical and don't give any hints unless explicitly asked for. Yes. I mean, I have to ask rhetorical questions, right? Like, otherwise it's completely unclear what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to, like, ask rhetorical questions to... Well, first of all, to keep track of my train of thought myself, but also to, like, communicate that train of thought, right? You don't want to spoil stuff. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I guess I would claim you as the creator know best what the intended playing experience for this is, right? And just... yeah. So... since I assume this is intended to be played fully blind, I'm just going to, like, yeah, say no spoilers for now. Okay, so there's not that many rooms, so like this is not terribly long. Right, so there's like this one screen, There's like the beginning 3 screens. There's this room, and then once you reach this room, you have beaten the level, I assume. Unless there's something truly fucked up going on. I don't see how this room can like prevent you from beating the level. So somehow the goal is to get to this pipe. Which is of course very scary because, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, so if Biop spoils me, that's okay, I suppose. Okay. Okay, no, I mean, we have 6 weird things, like 6 pipe-shaped objects to, like, get up on. And then we have, well, this pipe. I just have to enter it, then I'm done. The bottom of the level is clipped off. So... So there's at least no, like, naive duplicating of springboards below the level going on. I'm really confused about this P-switch, by the way, but... At least it respawns. Watching people play this is way more entertaining than you would have expected. I mean, I'm going to presume that for now on, for now at least, Biop is the only one who played this, right? Or is there someone else who also went for this so far? Some counting going on here. So we have 7, we have 4, 18, 22, 24, 44, 62. Yeah, okay, so this coin snake isn't going to even, like, this coin snake can at most help me with the first one. It's completely pointless for all of the following ones. I guess if I like really go and like do the weird strats where you scroll just as a coin is about to like is about to be created and so on, I guess you can maybe if you really try hard and do extremely odd strats, then maybe you can push it to here. Certainly not to here. On the other hand, no. I want to say on the other hand, maybe this like lightning bolt is going to help me, but I don't think that's going to be true. Although I guess if I get this coin snake into slot 0 and this firebolt like hits exactly here, then I can save like 5 coins and... Oh no, I'm not going to even... Am I going to even save like 5? I'm going to maybe save like 3 coins. It's going to be a bit of a mess. But I guess I should leave that as an option. On the other hand, just putting this chuck into slot 0 will probably be the more efficient option. Because at the end of the day, that's going to... No, it's Wake Sleeping Fish, but still, I mean... Still, there's this strat where you just... There's the strat where you just like kill it. I guess with a Goomba would work. Wait, how does the glitch work again? I keep forgetting what the slot ordering is. Does it work if the chuck isn't lower or in the higher slot? Fuck this. What is up with this glitch? Why is it so Why is my memory about this glitch so bad? It's probably the better question. Shell needs to be in a lower slot. So I can't put the chuck into slot 0. I see. I mean, I can put it into slot 0 a priori. So, I can put this truck into slot 0, but then I can't make it spawn Super Koopas, at least not using the usual, like, shell strat. Unless I get an eat cancelled shell somehow, which would be... I don't know how to get that. There's a distinct lack of Yoshis in this, I think. Oh no, there's a Yoshi. I completely forgot you. Hello, Yoshi. Be right back. Okay, back. So. We have these mysterious rooms here, where I have no idea where any of them are going so far. So I mean, what can I even do in this room? I mean, it kind of seems like this room wants me to somehow transport 1-ups, or do something with 1-ups. This jump is doable with P-Speed. It's going to be very hard to get P-Speed, if possible at all. No, actually, it's fine. It's fine. Getting P-Speed is doable. Just go above the level, get P-Speed there, go down. So doing this jump with P-Speed is definitely doable. And then this jump is also doable, right? I mean, it's not doable as it currently stands, right? I mean, but with... I guess you can, I mean, you can't wall jump, so... the standard way of doing this jump is kind of out of the question. I'm not sure, are 13 jumps actually possible? Keeping 49, is that doable? Like, if you keep 49, can you do a 13 tile jump? You can do 12 max if you don't do any fancy tricks, I know that much. But it's not like ultra precise to do 12. But sure, like, does keeping 49 and doing like a subpixel precise jump at the end, does that like suffice to clip the wall here? I mean, it doesn't matter in this hack because you can't wall jump apparently. I still have to try that. Also, hi LA Watson. Always takes you back to look at Lunar Magic. I mean, there's going to be lots of looking at Lunar Magic here, so going to be yeah. I mean, it's basically mostly Lunar Magic stream at this point, I think. I'm trying to count coins in this, and I'm only getting to like 11 in this room, and like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in this room. I mean, there's a coin snake, sure, I see that much, but like, do these interact at all? Yeah, I mean, but these are on the top subscreen, but these are also on the top subscreen, okay. I guess there's something I can check in game now. Probably just start the level over, because I already had a few blocks there. Wait. Oh, why do I start with 4 coins? Because the coin counter doesn't reset on death. That's never how the game worked. Ah, this is where you start. Yeah, the star blocks start containing 1-ups once you have collected 30 coins in the level. Which is slightly worrying because there's only 20. Also, it's not so easy to keep the shell. Also, these coins actually do affect these blocks. So there's already overlap, like, there's already overlap between the already, like, small amount of coins that there is. Also, it's going to be like, wait, how do you even keep this shell? Can you? Is it even possible to keep this shell? Also, I guess I have to try the wall clip patch. Let's try the wall clip patch for once. What would that be? 27. This didn't align with block boundaries. Wow, this is rude. This is rude. Wow, this is rude. Wow. Like it actually just goes, oh yeah, nice 36 speed you have there. Would be a shame if it was only 20. But okay, fair enough, the patch actually works. Time to check how the speed oscillation is implemented. It actually oscillates around 47 now. Oh no. This makes it so much more annoying to get 92 speed jumps though. Ah. I'm going to assume nothing else was changed about this, but you can still get 92. Yeah, you can still get 92. Okay. Okay, but getting 92 speed jumps is no harder. Okay. I mean, not that it matters if I go frame by frame anyway, but like... Can't wait for the one setup that in the game that like actually breaks because you now oscillate around 20 and around 47. I mean, I guess like everything that requires 49 doesn't like work. But how do you keep the shell? Is there a way to keep the shell? Seems like no so far. Yeah, I mean, if people are going to frame advance anyway for the 92 jumps, then might as well do what you did there. Can go up there probably, but it's not completely trivial. I guess it is completely trivial if you just do it at the beginning of the room. Oh wait, what? Oh! No vertical scrolling. Unless flying, etc. But there's no vine. Hello? Okay, so I can go all the way up to 64, but it's actually going to be interesting to even hit the coin snake if I want to hit the coin snake. How would you even hit the coin snake? Oh. I mean, there's a coin snake up here, right? Like, I say up here. Is it actually up here? I think it's one more, like, bucket over, but... But you can't hit it because of, like, the camera ceiling. Also, I love, like, the Boo Cloud. It just doesn't kill you. It just doesn't kill you. Like, sometimes it does. Most of the time it just doesn't. It's really a working sprite. I guess the point is like only the gray ones are supposed to kill you. Because like otherwise the game would have run into problems with like how much sprite processing is happening. Well, anyway. There's like so much stuff on screen now. Oh. But also, why does this matter at all? I mean, I know that the sprite like does funky stuff to I think slot 0. Oh, hello. Ah, I didn't check that. I guess I didn't check what's below the coins. Oh, hello. Ah. Okay, so moving some stuff out of the way, I see the stuff hidden behind coins is only there to like prevent you from re-entering this room several times. Which, great. Now I understand even less. Ah. There's nothing below this coin. Only something below this coin, so it's not like this block hides anything. Ah. This one always contains a star. It's not a continuation star, it's an actual star. But what does that help me? I'm going to assume that level geometry down here is like actually meant in such a way that I'm not supposed to try and get P-speed. Because if I am supposed to get P-speed, then that's going to be very annoying. But also, it looks like it shouldn't be possible. Like, it looks like it just shouldn't be. I guess there's one thing that I haven't tried yet. I mean, there's lots of things that I haven't tried yet, obviously. But oh, LM, thank you. You missed nothing. I hit a chuck and nothing happened. Because of course nothing happened. It's a chuck that wakes fish. It wakes fish. It's like, it's not particularly interesting what's happening there. Just had to double check for sanity. Basically. How do you hit this block? You don't. Can you hit this block? No, I guess I have a very bad like subpixel pattern for jumping off of this block. Is this good? Yeah, this looks better. Yeah, so you can actually hit this block. And you get 1 coin. It's really nice. And there you get a star, which you don't get. What is the star even doing? Like hopping inside? Wait, isn't this like a solid wall? But it's hopping quite a lot in there. How much is it actually hopping in there? What's going on inside that block? What's happening with that star? Ah, it's hopping on top of the level. I see. I see. And like it rises out of the block, and then it just like zips up at a rate of 1 pixel, 1 block every 2 frames. And then eventually it just hits the top of the level, and there it just hops. And then it eventually hops off the top left side of the level. Wait, still can't get it because of camera reasons. Now, of course, that would be epic if I actually was able to reach the top of the level somehow. But I am not right now. Also, I guess I say that would be epic, but also I don't really have any use for a star right now. Like, I wouldn't know why I would want to have a star. Like, really? I don't have any use for anything in this level. This is really confusing. I mean, I have a shell, and I mean, having the shell would be kind of nice. Except that Mario just kicks the shell away as soon as he enters this level. So he doesn't really want the shell, I guess. He hates the shell somehow. Is there like any way to keep a shell this way? I mean, he will always kick the shell, right? There's like nothing you can do about this. Like this happens before... Like this happens during the one frame where the game runs normal game code during game mode 12. And I think the game doesn't accept inputs then. So it's not like I can do anything on that frame. So I guess the question is... Can I somehow prevent the shell from being kicked? I don't think so. I think once Mario decides to kick a shell on the other side of like a pipe entrance, he will just do that. And re-entering this room is also no help. Wait a second. I just realized something. How far do we have to get to like get this cloud on the screen? That's quite far actually. Ah. Because the cloud does something funky to the sprite in slot 0, right? And I have a sprite in slot 0, namely the shell. But the problem is like the shell is gone by the time the funky stuff happens, the shell is gone. And that's a bit sad. That's a bit sad. But like, where does he drop the shell from? He always drops the shell from the last position that Mario was at. Which in this case, like somewhere 160 X position. And indeed the shell spawns near 160 X position. The problem with that is of course that the shell, that the pipe is just in a fixed place, right? So it's not like I can just enter the pipe somewhere else. And there's like no way to reverse enter this pipe, as far as I can tell. Right, I mean reverse entering the pipe would somehow change where the shell gets dropped. You just can't do that. Also, this bean confuses me a lot. Like, what do I want to do with this bean? Because the bean is always going to be in slot 8, right? And the other thing that's always going to be in slot 8 is the Ripvan fish. And it's not so clear to me that those should affect each other, like, anyway. In fact, if you do this, like, let's look up miscellaneous RAM addresses for Ripvan fish and for green beans. And the point is neither use the turn timer, for example. But the point is that the point is that out of the RAM addresses that don't get cleared on sprite initialization, the only one that's interesting is 15 AC, aka the turn timer. Like, unless I majorly messed up my documentation at some point. Huh. I'm probably I'm not sure if I overthink it if I think about why the Sport Springboard is here. I mean, you can do like the funny shell jump. You can actually do it. You can do the funny shell jump. Okay, I guess you can't do it because like the level just doesn't line up for it. Okay, great, you can do the funny shell jump. But that's approximately it. Ah. And then Mario just kicks the shell away, he just doesn't want the shell. He just hates shells, I guess. I guess one thing I can like check, one thing I can check is like hitting this block. This should make a coin in this room despawn. Wait, what? No, it doesn't. Why? What? Does hitting a... Oh, I guess hitting a star... Wait. Does hitting a green star block not set the... I guess hitting a green star block doesn't hit the... Doesn't check the item memory bit? Huh. Guess that's a statement. Oh. So they get influenced by item memory on spawn, but they don't set item memory themselves. That's good to know. Once you spawn in a coin, matter like at all. No, there's nothing below the coin. And it's in screen 1. Just spawn on a coin. Is that coin just there like as a reminder that item memory is enabled? Or something? Actually, there's another thing, right? Normally, spawning Mario on a coin doesn't erase the image of the coin. Why was this glitch patched? What happened here? Explain. That's a thing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I thought that was the thing on every room load. Like, normally the image of the coin stays. That's like patched by Lunar Magic by default by now? Time to go through the Lunar Magic changelog. Seems like a silly thing for Lunar Magic to patch though. Yeah, I know this is using 253, right? But I mean, I've certainly used Lunar Magic versions before 253, right? I'm fairly sure that's a thing though. I thought that was just a thing on every level entry. I'm very confused about this. I'm so sure that's a thing. Or used to be a thing anyway. I don't know, the only thing I see is that it has been something has been patched in Lunar Magic 1.91, but 1.91 is so long ago that I haven't used it. But no, but I'm sure this is an actual thing. I cannot believe that this is not a thing. I'm so confused about this. I have to now sanity check this on like another ROM I have. Sorry, I'm double checking this in another version of a ROM. I guess this is not a thing anymore? swear this used to be a thing. There's no way I'm making this completely up. This used to be a thing. Should I like actually go download some? I don't want to go back to like Lunamagic 1.91 just to test this, or 1.90. I swear this used to be a thing though. Anyway, back to actually solving a puzzle. As per usual, it's been an hour and I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, genuinely no idea. Where's this even going? I mean, I guess the point is to enter this pipe, but like, how? And wait to find out that I was missing something extremely stupid. Bottom subscreen, all of this. Subscreen 6. There's nothing here. Not that it really matters. It's like at the end of the day, I don't think these react to item memory in any way. This one certainly doesn't. Okay. It's a bit confusing to me because like I know the original, like I know vanilla takes it quite seriously. Wait, these are direct map 16 tiles, so they will always respawn. I don't even have to think about this. Wait. Because the vanilla game really takes some one-up related stuff really seriously. I remember that much. Like goes like, oh yeah, you could possibly get a one-up from this, like prevent the player from one-up farming in any ways. Don't respawn this. I guess that's also like the reason why item memory tracks Yoshi blocks or something. I mean, maybe just item memory. My item memory tracks Yoshi blocks because it like considers Yoshi to be very powerful. Which I mean, I guess he is. For like reasons entirely unforeseen by the developers anyway. But wait a second. Can get up there. Okay, how do I do this properly? Right, because you can get takeoff meter this way. And this unlocks the camera. And once the camera is unlocked, it stays unlocked. But how does this help me? Like, at all? Oh, that's the thing you've been missing. Oops. That, I mean, yeah. This. I feel like yeah, I guess I've never seen it, like, used specifically in a hack just to unlock the camera before. I mean, this is just like another classical case of taking the takeoff meter through a pipe, right? I mean, I guess I'm up here now. With the key problem being that I have no idea how to use this. But I mean, in Noise's fault, it's not solely just to unlock the camera, right? It's also just to gain flight. Which is arguably the much more important thing there. Because it actually doesn't even unlock the camera, right? Am I confused? Wait, I have to look at Noise's fault again now. We have Noise's fault. Where's Noise's fault? C7 it starts, right? C5 it starts? C5 it starts. I mean, this is how Noise's fault starts. This is not like to do like any camera stuff, it's just to gain flight using this feather. Which I guess is like the much more known side effect of keeping takeoff meter through a room transition. That makes this trivial. Wow, that's rude. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I think this is like the only non-trivial thing I've figured out so far. It makes getting to the pipe trivial? What? Like sure, if the ceiling wasn't here, then I would say, yeah, okay. Easy to get to the pipe. I have no idea how to get to the pipe. I mean, maybe there's some way. Let's see. I guess the thing I can do now is get a bunch of coins. Although this really worries me. Activating this coin snake. Because, well, it's obvious, isn't it? Time to get some P-speed. Just go down here. Try to spawn a bunch of one-ups. Which, I don't think I care all that much about keeping P-speed anymore, do I? Maybe I do. I might actually still care about keeping P-speed. Not sure if I do. This is going to be annoying. It's going to be annoying. Keeping P-speed in here. Not sure if I actually care enough. I don't think I care all that much. Hi, Elusive. Thank you for the luck. I need it. I mean, I can spawn like lots of one-ups in various slots, but the problem is, despite the one-ups taking all of these slots, they do not fill enough slots until the Chuck reaches slot 0. Which makes me a bit sad. Because that's ultimately the most interesting thing that happens, right? The Chuck hitting slot 0. Maybe the Chuck hitting slot 0 is not the most interesting thing. I think the Chuck hitting slot 0 would be pretty cool. Maybe a Ripband Fish hitting slot 0 would be even better, I'm not sure. I guess I can actually do that though. I guess the point here is going to be a bit annoying, but it's fine. Ultimately. We avoid these 2 coins. You only collect the one that's close to the pipe. Don't really need the other one. You get... Are these 3 coins in any place that I actually need to worry about? No, they're like extremely left. I'm slightly worried about hitting the coins next though, but also I really wouldn't know how to get out of this room so far without doing that, so I'm just going to do it now. Go. Collect these coins, I don't care. Wait, what was the strat? The strat was to like get P-speed, do an early jump, do a jump here, build P-speed on the way back down, build P-speed on the way back down, and then enter. Oh, don't collect the right coin though. The point is precisely not to collect the right coin. I'm not sure what I want with the shell, but I swear there is a glitch like this. I'm not making this up. No, it does happen with coins as well. I really wonder what causes this then. But I've seen it before. More than once. Oh no, I'm missing one coin. Oops. Maybe it only happens on a pipe entry or something? I'm so confused now. That's why I'm not making this glitch up. Like, it exists. This is so annoying, dealing with this coin snake while also just dealing with these guys. I mean, the only thing I want to do is I want to keep, like, a sprite slot on... Like, I want to keep a sprite in sprite slot 11, right? That's, like, the only reason why I'm doing this. So, in such a, like, somewhat convoluted way. what's going on up there? I have no idea. Oh, the coin stack at some point switched its Y position. I guess I pressed left right at some point. Ah, also super annoying. I mean, usually I'm pretty like usually I'm a big fan of like being able to press left right to like make the coin stack go up. Now it is slightly annoying. Ah, this is super annoying. I mean, the thing I want to do is I want to hit all of the blocks while the coin stack is still going in order to like, well, in order to make sure that sprite set 11 stays blocked. But and then there's also like this shitty, annoying, completely always in the way sprite. Like, what the fuck is this? Who put the sprite here? What kind of garbage sprite is this? This garbage chuck, of course, doesn't spawn in sprite slot 0 because the star is already going off screen. Ah! I knew it would have been better to like spawn the star first, because then it takes sprites of 10, then it doesn't matter if it's still alive. After the chuck has already spawned. Oh well. Chuck and 0, yes. I think my chuck has just despawned. Below the level. Maybe Rip Van Fission Zero would have been better. The problem is just it just sometimes takes longer to spawn again. Um, I had kind of imagined this to be like not quite as annoying as this. But also I didn't realize that like getting the Rip Van Fission Zero is going to be much harder than getting the Chuck and Slot Zero. Because Chuck and Zero, I mean, I have now done, but Rip Van Fission Zero requires you to get the Chuck in either 8 or 9, or produce another 1-up, which I don't see how to do. Or have another star, which I don't see how to do. I mean, there is another star, right? Like, that's not the problem. The problem is I don't know how to hit the star, how to keep it alive, and also how it's useful. Because that would mean I would have to have 2 stars while the coin snake is alive? That seems like ultra awkward. And meanwhile, this Chuck just doesn't want to cooperate with me. Or rather, I mean, I guess the Boo Cloud doesn't want to cooperate with me. And that's the real issue. I mean, I guess it just dropped the Chuck onto my head. Like, it really doesn't like me. And then the Boo Cloud kind of also has the side effect of just being in the way the entire time. Instead of just being a friendly, like, Chuck transporter. Like, it just does other stuff except for transporting Chucks. I mean, I would really like for it to be just a Chuck transporter, you know? That would be so useful. Just have, like, a shitty sprite that only transports Chucks. While having none of the hitboxes of this. Honestly, very annoying sprite. I'm just going to put it this way. This sprite is very annoying. No! Okay, I land on it. Oh no. Goodbye, Chuck. I mean... issue is I'm kind of reliant on that Chuck. Pausing doesn't seem to help. When does this shitty Boo Cloud decide to, like, spawn? Like, to reposition my Chuck? Like, what is the trigger for that actually? Ah. Doesn't seem to be related to the global timer. I Durf 82. Welcome to a setup that doesn't seem to work as I intended to. And the truck just still decides to go away. And this is despite a pause, right? I paused in this. Ah. I think scrolling actually helps, right? Because that centers the camera in a different way. I think scrolling would actually help. But the problem is I need to like scroll rather early. I mean, it is a pit puzzle hack, right? So like all of this is allowed. And because it's allowed, like it must be intended. That is how it goes. As per usual. No, it's like scrolling doesn't actually help all that much. Ah, that's annoying. the double scroll help at least? No, it still just goes there. Ah. Okay, scrolling doesn't help at all. I think that's the summary of this. Okay, so scrolling doesn't help at all. Very sad. But if scrolling doesn't help at all, then I guess the point is now to actually get a Rip Van Fish into slot 0. It's like, that's going to be very annoying, right? Rewind stream, yes. Unfortunately, we're reaching that part of the stream again. Yes, Lockpick did have a rewind feature, although it wasn't as bad like as what's happening here again. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do a rewind session now because, like, at the end of the day, I think I conceptually don't know how to get a Rip Van Fish into 0. Because, like, at the end of the day, the problem is that I don't know how to get... I mean, the point is you can't get through this pipe without collecting this coin. Right? That much is clear, kind of. Collecting this coin is mandatory when entering this pipe. Unless you, like, really break the game. And I don't see how to break the game that much in a room that contains as little as this. Right? So, since collecting this coin is kind of mandatory, this means that column C of the top subscreen of 0 is going to be collected, and that corresponds to this block. Right, this is column C of the top subscreen of screen 0. And so, since I collect this coin, since the two rooms share the same item memory, this means that this block is going to be activated on room entry. And because this is activated on room entry, I don't see how to get more than 7 1-ups. Right, then spawning this star. I mean, I guess spawning this star, if it's somehow possible. I don't see how to get this star, though. That's kind of the issue. I mean, of course, getting the star is kind of easy once you have the Chuck in 0. But once you have the Chuck in 0 and start getting the star, I mean, once you have the Chuck in 0, this means if you spawned the 1-ups already, and then getting the star requires you to despawn the 1-ups. Just from, like, how far this is. So that star is not going to help. Also, it's going to be spawned in, like, all the wrong slots, so really matter. Also, it worries me that like, my current strat involves setting a coin snake, despite there being a coin snake later in the level, right? There's a coin snake as well here. And that really bothers me. I mean, it would be kind of funny if the second coin snake is just there to be fake and it's just there to worry you if you are someone who tries to solve the puzzle backwards. I kind of feel like that's not the kind of thing that Dazin does though. But not sure. Maybe. I mean, every room contains a chuck that's set to wake sleeping fish. And every room kind of has the property that would be really nice if it spawned Super Koopas instead. And I guess that's the main joke of the level. Double invisible solid block up here. And to just try and eat one of them. I guess you can't. Yeah, they spawn on level load. I just looked at the sprite memory setting for this one. This is like really awkward, this room. Only has 5:1 set. So I guess sprites can only spawn in slots 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's how you read it. Yeah, that's how you read it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Huh. With this one it can spawn in, they can spawn in every sprite except 9. Sprite slot except 9. By the way, I should maybe like unslow down the music on the overworld. That way it doesn't sound completely awful. I guess this means that sprites can spawn in sprites at 0 in this room. Huh. These rooms are very confusing. It might be time to like actually look into the disassembly to see how these Whistling Chucks actually work. Because there's something funky going on with them, and I don't really understand why it works, right? Like at the end of the day, I don't even know why the killing with the shell really works. And that's kind of the issue, right? I don't know how it really works. And it might be time to like actually look at the disassembly of this guy. This guy right here. I'm scared. I don't want to do that. So here have some disassembly. The reading stream now. The word Chuck gets mentioned 309 times. That's an unhealthy amount for a word to be mentioned. Where's the sprite main table? Did I already skip past that? Wait, where's the sprite main table? Is it main? Oh, it's in bank 1. So we have this guy who's called Whistling Chuck. Okay. I guess I should look at, first of all, the C2 redirect. One of my least favorite features of the SMWC RAM map is, by the way, that it now initializes to 50 RAM addresses being shown at one point. Like, it used to be just show everything at once, per default, and at some point that was changed. And now I'm mad every time I open it. I mean, it basically boils down to just clicking all every time, because for some reason, the page really doesn't want to remember that. It's slightly annoying. Anyway. Okay. The only time 18B, how many times does 18B9 get modified in the code? 20 times. That's not so bad. Seems like, in fact, this is the only time the Chuck can set it. The point is you somehow have to get the Chuck's C2 to be C. Oh. And you needed, well, exposition to be odd. Which means that you want the result of a 5 times LSR to be carry set. I guess that's what being odd means in some sense. But... Right, so positions between 10 and 1F are fine, positions between 30 and 3F are fine, positions between 50 and 5F are fine, and so on. Of course, these chucks don't have this position. They're all specifically engineered to be this kind of whistling chuck. Very annoying. And I guess also what a good chunk of the puzzle is about, because like if they just spawned the Super Koopas, then doing a lot of stuff in that level would be really trivial. So yeah. So where's this going? I guess the point where this is going is that I need to somehow figure out where C2 is being set. Should I just run a trace log? Just run the trace log, is that the point? See what's actually going on. You just execute the glitch once, do a trace log, see what happened. Because like C2 as an address is just mentioned a lot of times in this assembly, right? Because it's a really common address that like half of the sprites in the game use. It's in fact mentioned over 1,000 times. And I'm mostly interested in storing to C2. Okay, so here we have a store, but that's the storage I just looked at. Here we have an ink. Interesting. We have another store, but with a fixed value. Hit another store. CZ, not so interesting. You heard only nerds read assembly. Probably correct. There's not so many C2 mentions. But I guess running the trace log would be the correct thing to do now. Let me just set up a trace log. We have some dramatic for the meanwhile. I guess I should maybe zoom in. That we can actually see something, but like... going to be slightly annoying. Be right back, setting up a very annoying glitch. Okay. What's the RAM address that I actually want to check? Like 18B9, right? Yeah, 18B9. 18B9 is the address for like... Am I stupid? Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Should maybe just show that, but like... I really just want to... get this over with. Just have the trace log. Let me try to show the actual game that's happening. It's not so interesting, but this is a stream, right? So show interactive experience and so on. Oops, not what I want. I want to show that. Show this instead. There we go. Not so interesting. I just want to throw this shell at the chuck until it works. When currently has its C2 set to, well, decimal 11. Oh, there we go. We got a fish, a Super Koopa. Okay, let's just run the trace log. And now I have 4 frames of trace log, which I can now go and comb through. Want to be beautiful. So this is a trace log. And the address that I care about is 00CA. No, CB. Oh, this is not the one. None of these are it. Why am I searching backwards? Nobody knows. Just an LEY for now. To resolve to the curve. Yeah, CB. So it's a C2, X that's being called, and you see like 02 is E3, E36. That's like exactly somewhere in the chuck routines. I guess I could just check where 18B9 is being set. That would probably be quicker. Oops. I guess there it was. Yeah. So this is the unique point at which 18B9 gets set. So how did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? Just the usual way, I suppose. Nothing funky going on. So we have C37B. Then we restart. Make sure nothing funky is going on. So we have chuck routine, whistling. Ah, so this is oh wait, this is just the pointer springboard. Right, here's where the actual code starts, right? So we have. Where do we start? I'm so confused. Chuck's main. 02C1F5. There's so much code running before this. Hello? Hello? All of this is Chuck. Or what? Yeah. This is where the Chuck actually starts. Ugh. I'm just going to pretend all of this is just normal sprite code and nothing funky is going on here. I mean, that's probably because it is, but like, ugh. Why does the sprite like the Chuck do so much garbage? Why not just do less stuff? Be great. Just did like less. Like, look at this. Like 1,000 instructions just for like a shitty Chuck. And I mean, I'm not even done with the routine here. Not even done with the routine here, so yeah, okay, anyway. What's the actual problem that's going on here, though? Like, this is the intended way to get to this address, right? Like, there's nothing funky going on here. Wait, I lost track again. 18B9 here. We jumped here from 02C37B, which is... exactly, it's just the Chuck routine whistling. And then we got here to the pointer springboard, starting at 02C338. Which is JSL execute pointer here, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. And we load the C2, and it is just C. Wait a second, does this just mean... Wait a second, does this just mean that I just need to make it whistle while it's being transported by the Woo Cloud? And that just is enough? That was kind of pointless looking at this assembly for this observation, but I guess that's the point. I guess the point is while it... Okay, so I guess reading the disassembly told me the following thing. While it's whistling, it sets these addresses like 18B9 every time. Like every time, when I say every time, I really mean... Do I mean every frame? Do I mean every frame? Does it run this code every frame? No, it doesn't, right? Run this code every frame. Let's just check this again. 023C7B. It gets run twice. I guess it gets run every frame. And here it LEAs E4 and reads 80. And then it reads 40, and then it reads 20, 10, 8, 4. Doesn't set the carry. But next time it gets here, it reads the LDA 14. No, sorry, it reads the LDA 14, that's not the point. It reads the LDA E4, and it instead reads 7F. I guess that's the point. I guess the point is the whistling gets initiated every frame. So by just making it whistle, so getting it into C2 equals C, we're just setting it C2 and then moving it around. It will eventually start spawning Super Koopas. I guess that's the thing you learn here. Okay. But this is something I can already do. And now I'm a bit confused how I didn't notice that earlier. Anyway. But I still don't know why I have the shell here. Shell seems really confusing to me. I don't get what to do with the shell here. What's the coin snake address? Just to... how does this RAM map call it? Does it call it directional? It calls it directional coins, okay. So, 1432. Yeah, it's set to 1 now. That makes sense. I mean, that's exactly what you would expect. After all, I have hit the thing. Also, it would probably be useful to have like the green star counter on screen, which is 0TC0. Actually, what happens if you die? When does the green star flag get reset? Because it doesn't get reset on overworld load. I just realized. Or maybe it gets reset on overworld load and I was too stupid. No, it doesn't get reset on overworld load. It gets reset on... Oh, it gets reset really late. Like, in game mode 13 it gets reset. Actually, it's even worse. It gets reset so late that the initial coin that you collect doesn't count. I guess that's a thing. Okay. Where's this going? Okay, so I guess I can... I guess I have the enough coins for the green star thing now? And this is going to be very annoying. Where's the coin snake right now? Oh well. I don't know where the coin snake is right now. But this shitty boo, please not be in the way. Like, that would be, like, really friendly, thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I have a Chuck in slot 0. And there we go. We have the Super Koopas. So I guess this works. So out of all things, by the way, the Chuck is still alive. Somehow, I'm here and the Chuck is still alive. Love it. But I suppose the point is to just to wait here. But okay. Just wait here for a while. The Boo Cloud gets progressively more annoying. But at the end of the day... But at the end of the day... I can just stand here for a while, and at some point I will eventually make it over, right? Well, except that the Boo Cloud, like, wants to kill me. Which isn't that great. Can this Boo Cloud please stop killing me? Like, what's up with this annoying ass cluster sprite? Can I, like, somehow scroll somewhere? Okay. There we go. I can reach the pipe, and by the way, so can the Chuck. Just want to point that out. I'm going to make a few extra save states here, despite them probably being incorrect. But whatever. This is probably some amount of progress, right? Or some definition of progress, I'm not sure yet. Now, of course, the next problem is that I have no idea what's happening in this room. You can't actually duplicate this block. Just like pretending you could. Because you can't activate it with a P-switch or something. You can only activate it this way. One of your auto-walk hack VODs got blocked in every territory because of a 12-second clip of Save Our Soul. You just have to love it, right? I mean, it is kind of funny that like a 16-bit downsampled version of any song can be that accurate, but I guess that part is really accurate, so it kind of makes sense. But like, yeah. Wait, the auto scroll already starts here? Did I miss an auto scroll? Oh yeah, I missed an auto scroll. Hello, there's an auto scroll here. I only saw this one. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point where I have to say I kind of prefer Twitch's approach to that, where they say copyrighted music means, well, no music for you, but the video is unaffected. Whereas YouTube just goes like, yep, 12 seconds in a 4.5-hour video. No, we can't mute the audio. We can't block 12 seconds of the video. No, the entire 4.5 hours are unwatchable. You just have to love it. You can manually remove the song using YouTube. Oh, okay. I guess that's not like terribly awful then. Yeah, I'm kind of like super not up to date on the YouTube features. I remember when YouTube still had an actual built-in video editor. At some point they removed that. Very sad. Okay, so go back into the level again. Listen to music. I like this one cement block here. Beautiful. It has never taken this long for exports to show up on YouTube before. I think I have to disagree for that. Because I definitely remember when I exported stuff and like it didn't successfully export after like a day and I was convinced it doesn't work. At least this time it has actually exported everything. Like for some of the bots, for some reason it took 2 days. And there was the entire thing of like where it kind of stopped working after the 100th one in a row. Which means that I still have to go through like 200 more. But no, I remember it being atrocious in the past. Which is why I stopped exporting to YouTube in the first place, right? Because like I used to export to YouTube back in like 2017, 2018. And then like after several times where it just failed and didn't notify me or anything, and to be fair, I didn't check on YouTube if it worked or something. I just like trusted that it worked. And then yeah, I kind of like lost 2 or 3 bots this way, and then I just stopped bothering with YouTube and I just exported to like just highlighted on Twitch and just have highlighted every stream since like 2019 this way. Yeah, I mean Twitch doesn't have any UI for telling you the status of the export, but neither has YouTube, and like that's just pretty amazing. Okay, so where's this going? I guess this Buzzy Beetle's shell will spawn in a sprite slot that's below the one of the chuck. So I guess you can just trigger the glitch that way. Let's try to do some stuff in this room. I'm a bit worried about the mushroom, because keeping the mushroom seems... Ah, that's doable, right? We have an auto-scroller. We can just get pushed by the auto-scroller. Right, like, I mean, there's this passage here, but you can just get pushed by the auto-scroller, so that's not big of a problem. Wait, why is the Twitch red over already then? Seems odd. We need more Twitch red. Also, I guess I don't need the green star anymore. I don't need the coin snake flag anymore because I know it's set and so on. I can't avoid hitting this switch block. That's a bit sad. Like, I am worried about a lot of things in this level, but so far I have like a pretty unique way of like passing through the level without like wasting resources needlessly, so I guess I want to get like V-speed here. Oh, I see. Buzzy Beetle doesn't spawn because only 4 sprites can spawn at once in this room. I see. I see. The problem with this is that the invisible solid blocks spawn on room load, and you can't despawn the permanent sprites. And they spawn in slots 3 and 4, which is kind of particularly bad. I guess the real problem is because there are 2 sprites here, and I want to spawn 2 sprites here. I guess the real problem becomes, how do I kill the baby Yoshi? Oh. Which I guess isn't too bad. Just do it. Is it not too bad? Can you just do it? I think you can't just do it. Looking at Lunar Magic, the distance between here and here is just very big. No, it's still not a problem though. Once you get rid of this baby Yoshi, on this slot 2. Oh, that's why the second scoring right is there. You can't respawn the... you can't respawn the baby Yoshi. So that guy. I suppose it's exactly placed in such a way that you can't... Yeah. Not happening. I see. I see. Shouldn't be a problem though. I think you can still fix it. By feeding this Yoshi. There's still a stretch to do this. It's fine. Just feed the Yoshi. Fully feed it. But you keep the Lotus alive. You despawn the Lotus. And you... And you spawn a fish in 2. And the point is to spawn the Yoshi in 1. Which you can now use. Which you can now use to get a new Yoshi, but this time it's not 1. Which you can now use to double tongue. better to put the P-switch here. And double tongue this way. Of course this like gets rid of a lot of resources now, but at least it lets me see the third room. Hopefully. Right, because this now allows me to do the following thing. I put the Yoshi here. This despawns the Yoshi. Ah, but the Volcano Lotus still spawns. Oops, I should have killed the Volcano Lotus. Not sure if this matters all that much. I should probably just first check if it actually matters. I mean, I can't just kill it, right? But like, I would have to re-get the null sprite. Yes, this affects stuff, okay. Okay, so the point is you let this guy split his stuff, then you kill him, and then you trigger the null sprite glitch. Then you spit out the null sprite because why not? And then you just do stuff. You note that everything is bad. You note that you can just do it this way. Okay. And now the advantage of this is that the Chuck now spawns in 2 and the Buzzy Beetle spawns in 1 and everyone is happy. Hopefully. Unless I'm not happy. Oh yeah, it already worked on the first attempt. That's pretty nice. Love it when glitches actually work. Especially with this one, because like it usually never works. Like this glitch is pretty awful usually. Okay, actually, stops. Getting up here, pretty annoying. Barely works, I suppose. Just going to wait for a better Super Koopa. I think this one might be better. No, it's not better. This one is terrible. Ah, this one might be good. I think it's also bad. Hello, can I please get better Super Koopas? Like, please? Hello? Like, hello? Wow, some of them are like genuinely awful. Like, I guess this is like a non-trivial jump. This one good. This one is also terrible, right? This one's also terrible. It's like... Is this like barely good enough or does it still suck? It still sucks, right? I need to go to like 104. Oh, this one might be good. That might be good, like barely. Yeah, this is good, right? Yeah, but it's like barely good. Oh, it still doesn't work. I need 102. Okay, sure. I mean, there's a solution here, right? Which is that I didn't hit the Super Cooper optimally. Like yeah, I missed it like pretty badly. The optimal subpixel. Anyway, just going to set another 2 extra save sets here, since I have now reached room 3. But the thing that scares me now is that I don't have the coin stack available anymore. But I don't have the coin stack anymore, so that kind of scares me. So can I just do this? Just like set up like this? Yes, you can hit the P-switch. So just the first sanity check. Yeah. Oh no! This is already the point where he decides to turn around. Ah. The problem is he already starts with a y subpixel of 0, so it's not going to get better from here. Like, it just doesn't reach by, like, 2 subpixels. It's really annoying. Actually, by 2 subpixels he doesn't reach. Oh wow. Rude. Oh. I wouldn't know how to duplicate the silver piece switch either. Which is a bit annoying. Because you seem to need 2 silver piece switches to get to the springboard. Actually no, that's not true. You can do it with 1. Never mind, you can do that with 1. In fact, for that it would be probably best to just do a rewind session for a second. Because you can totally do that. This feature is not available because the number of segments exceeds the technical limitation. Yeah, I mean, the technical limitation, don't you know? Then 6 is not many. No. 6 is well past the technical limitation of 2. I'm laughing if it's actually 2. Okay, I think I have to just immediately press the gray P switch. Okay, at least I get my silver piece, my springboard here. I mean, apart from the fact that I still need to do the blue piece switch, but that's going to be fine. I think. Just this spawns the blue piece switch anew, and then I can just add another activation on this guy, and then I'm good. Okay, that's fine. Also, I can just remove the other coin here if I really want to. But more importantly, I can get the springboard. I'm not sure why that's so important, but I have the springboard now. I guess that's good. Can I do some stupid stuff with the springboard? Like, can I get the blue key switch? Probably not, right? Yeah. I don't think that's happening. I can press it, but not like get it. Can totally like do this glitch on the ceiling if you really want to. Not sure why you would want to, but you can. But it's a lot harder because I think you need 92. Yeah. I guess the question is, how do I even like hit this guy? Because like it's going to boil down to hitting this guy again, right? And of course, putting this guy into slot 0 would help. But there's just not enough sprites to do that. Unless I start duplicating springboards below the level, which I think is not happening. The thing is, it doesn't really feel like you would be able to get a Yoshi into this room. It kind of feels like, at least the second room I did the intended way, it's at most the coin snake that I'm missing. It's like, and I don't know what I would do with the coin snake. Because it's like way too short to be helpful with this part over here. And otherwise it like occupies the sprite so much completely useless. And of course I can use the string to get the Goomba, but like, yeah. Very helpful. I guess it's not so terribly useless, because at the end of the day I can... Like at the end of the day I can... Like at the end of the day I can actually recover the springboard using the Goomba. Because Goomba respawns. Check out something. What happens if you... Does the fish keep going to the left? Would the fish please go like to the right? Why does the fish keep going to the left? What? From the way the Goomba is facing? Oh, it still goes to the left. Hello? No matter where I stand, no matter what speed the Goomba has, like the fish just keeps going to the left. Huh. Can the fish please go to the right? Apparently it cannot. Just can't. Like, it's just impossible to do that. This is like... Why does the... Why does the fish keep going to the... Why does the fish keep going to the right? To the left, and not to the right? Also, what the fuck is happening here? Why is the Goomba still interacting with the wall? What? Did they just do that? What? Did they like just do that? Huh. There's one stupid thing which I want to try out, which is... What happens if your Goomba dies on the exact frame that it respawns? What? You can push the fish. Oh. Oh. I mean, that's not really what I wanted to test, but that is new information that I didn't have before. Ah. I mean, the real thing, what I want to test is whether what happens to Goombas if you like respawn if you like kill them on the frame they would normalize. Does that lead to something fancy? Actually, I never checked if you can do the throw block thing with Goombas. I guess you can't. I guess Goombas can't do you can't do the throw block thing to Goombas. So that's another thing to know here. Uh, I have to like reset the Goomba at some point during all of this. I mean, I want to move the fish. I don't know why I want to move the fish, but it seems relevant because it's possible, you know. Should have done it earlier. Or at 150, but like at 190 maybe? Maybe a bit too early. 180. Ah, that didn't work. I guess what you really want to do is you want to... I guess what you really want to do is you want to stop them the moment they turn around to the... Also, I kept playing on slot 8. I shouldn't do that. I kind of don't like playing on slot 8. Okay. I like to keep order in my sprite slots, you know. Like, sprite slot 8 is for backup, save states, and so on. Kind of the optimal way to place to stop them is actually like way over here. Probably keep that in mind. So like I guess I got one at least, but only one. That's not so great. I only get one apparently. Apparently I only get one. But at least I have one, so I can at least like try around with that guy. Like I can do stuff like this. Like try to kill the guy. Problem is like he keeps just wanting. Oh no, he actually now goes on the other direction. So that's very nice. No idea how I did that, but it works somehow. I just want to see how like what happens if I do that, because like there has to be some meaning that I can move. Tell me now, you. Now this fucker just wants to go to the left again. Just right to the right, right? I'm not making that up. Wow. Okay, it really hates me. I see it. Oh no, that was good. That was like actually so good that I didn't even see it. Oops. Okay, so the problem is the fish doesn't interact with the 1F0 at all. It just doesn't. It does, however, interact with the Goomba that's on the line guide. Ah. So it doesn't respawn. And I mean, that makes sense. I just wanted to respawn, like, please. It'd be very nice. I guess I can, like, check whatever it's called, 16.1a. Like, see if there's something happening here. Kind of doubt it, but, like, better to check than not. Okay. Goomba 61A is 9, and then we have the table at like, what, 1738 or something stupid? Not 1738, where is it? 1938. So I have to look at 19. What was the address again? 9. 1941. So 1 means it's currently loaded, and 0 means it's currently not loaded. That's kind of the point. Like, if you look at this closely, you will see that 1938 gets reset 1 frame before 16.1a. That's kind of the reason why the right index transferal bridge works at all. Yeah, I kind of don't see what to do here. Like, I feel like it has something to do with repositioning the fish somehow, and I mean, it kind of does feel like getting the chuck into slot 0, and then still having the lightning bolt alive. That kind of feels like the way to go, right? I mean, not even just because of the because of kind of the level theme so far, but also because just yeah, because I don't know how to get past this without Super Koopas or something. Because like at the end of the day, like doing this with P-switches or springboards or Goombas, I'm just not going to have enough of them. Unless I find a way to do like arbitrary springboard duplication on this, but I kind of don't feel like I'm doing that, because at the end of the day, like the bottom of the level is all blocked up with death blocks, and it's not like I even have something all that terribly useful. I guess I could like, in theory, mess around with the Goomba below the level, but then of course, right, like the death blocks kick in, and I presume that's kind of like the main purpose of the death blocks, to like prevent me from doing stupid springboard duplication shenanigans down below the level. But then I kind of run into the issue where I, well, just don't have enough sprites to... where I just don't have enough sprites to get the chuck into 0. Right, I mean, there's the fish, but the fish are like 4 sprites, and there's like 9 sprite slots that sprites can possibly spawn on. There's the P-switch, but I don't think I'm getting the P-switch spawned at the same time as the chuck. There's the Grey P-switch, which I guess is possible. But that's like 4 fish and a Grey P-switch, and like the Lightning Bolt, which gives me 6 sprites before the chuck spawns, but I would need to have 8. And I wouldn't see where to get 2 more sprites. And that's kind of where the issue lies. Right? Because like at the end of the day... Wait, at the end of the day, those are enough sprites, right? I have 4 fish. Wait, I have 4 fish. I have a silver piece, I have a springboard, I have a Goomba. I have lightning bolt, I have chuck. Oh. I probably run into the issue of despawn, like, how do I spawn the lightning bolt? Or like, how do I spawn the stuff over here without killing the lightning bolt along the way? But like, I get also run into the problem that when I come to spawn the Goomba, then I come from this side, which means the chuck spawns first. Right? Right, because the lightning bolt spawns left of the chuck. And you can see that in Lunar Magic here. So I suppose spawning the chuck into 0 is really not a triviality. Right, because like once you have the chuck in 0, you're kind of done, in some sense, right? Like you just need to make sure that the chuck lands at an odd position, which I suppose you can somehow meddle that. Like I'm not sure where it's actually going to end up. This is one that's wakes sleeping fish, and the... Yeah, okay. So the lightning bolt is going to drop it here, which a priori would mean waking sleeping fish again. But I think you can somehow, like, meddle around with that. I think that's not going to be, like, the biggest problem of them all. Although it might be a problem, I'm not sure. Oh. Should probably just load one of my extra saves. Let's try this room again. But also, I'm probably going to end stream soon because, well, I am kind of sick. And I should probably not, like, yeah, I kind of don't feel like going all the way to 1 AM or whatever. Yeah, I guess the problem is, like, the lightning bolt spawning too early. Oops, LM. Oops, sorry. Right, so you can, for example, do stuff like this, where you spawn where you, like, move one of the flames. The problem is that the flame doesn't respawn, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think that's, like, a terrible issue, because what you can do... I mean, it is kind of a terrible issue, because this piece doesn't respawn, but... The problem, of course, remains, like, the lightning bolt. Because it spawns once, at the ground once, and then it despawns, never to be spawned again. That's kind of the issue. And you do, like, I don't think you can, like, do, like, the shitty strats where you scroll the game and, like, that causes it to fall through the ground. Yeah, it seems like not. Like, you can't do that, no. Seems like that's not an option, but if that's not an option, then I kind of... Like, barring having the Grey P switch active, I don't see how to do this. Oh. Yeah, I think there's something left for you to get stuck on, unless you have figured out this room already. I mean, what did you actually, like, do so far? You solved apparently nothing. Okay, well, okay. That sounds like not a lot. I'm not sure, I mean, there might be, like... I'm not sure if I skipped a bunch of fake puzzles or if I skipped a bunch of stuff that turns out to be relevant later down the road. Because... At the end of the day... This coin snake still makes me nervous. But also I kind of wouldn't know how to do it without the coin snake in the first room, right? Because, like, at the end of the day... That would somehow require you to get 30 coins in the first room. And I just don't see that happening. But also, I have no idea what the shell is for, right? Like, I have genuinely no clue what the shell is for. Like, there's literally nothing the shell does right now in my solution. And that bothers me, you know? I don't know, there might be still something happening with the coin snake. I'm not yet so sure. Because otherwise I agree, it kind of feels like too trivial, but I'm also not, I mean, I'm also just not sure what else I could possibly do in the first room. I mean, it seems like you have like done a lot more in there than I have. So it does kind of seem like you probably have still some progress on me. But it's very unclear to me what that progress could possibly be. I mean, also getting the Chuck and getting the Yoshi into room 3, that would be also kind of useful, right? But like, I really wouldn't see how to do that. Seems like kind of what I did in room 2. I don't know. Right, because like what I did in room 2, it seemed, I don't know, it seemed like hard enough for something like Koela, but I'm not sure if this hack is not going to be like, or going to try for much higher difficulty than that. There's like one stupid idea I have. Not sure if this solves anything. Probably not. Just going to try that out as like the last thing. Or you don't see what I'm doing Lunar Magic right now because I'm in a kind of like test ROM that I don't want to show. It's just one stupid thing that I had. It's probably not working. And let's just put a save state here. Not that it matters, I have backup save states anyway. And I'm just going to open the test ROM. 1432 was the coin stack address, right? Just I don't think this is going to be relevant, but let me just try it out. Yeah, I'm editing an LM hashtag. No, I kind of don't think this is going to be an LM3 thing. Although I am editing an LM3, I give you that. The point is just what happens if you spawn a coin snake and it immediately despawns. Okay, it still sets the flag. Because it actually does spawn for 1 frame. It just doesn't... Like, which frame does it actually get set? It actually even gets set before... Oh, what? What frame does it get set on? Can I please get the updupe? I kind of shouldn't have done this, but this is kind of how you would do it in an actual level, right? So... Okay, so the point is... Yeah, so the coin stack spawning and 1432 being set to 1 happens on the same frame. So even if the coin stack despawns the very next frame, this just doesn't help. It also doesn't give you a coin. So, wouldn't have happened either way. Okay, good to know. Bad to know. Anyway. I mean, I don't even know how to get the shell, right? So it's like, it's very hypothetical way in which this would be useful. But on the other hand, it really bothers me that I don't know how to get the shell, because the shell is otherwise like completely useless. Like, it's really completely useless right now. But I also have no idea if I broke anything at all. Or if everything I did was intended, or at least an intended fake solution. Anyway, I feel like I have done some amount of progress in this. I just have no idea if my state, like, here can beat the level or not. Probably not. But I have no idea why. I guess one thing to realize here is that if I could bring the shell into this room somehow, I guess if I could bring... The point is if I could keep the shell, then that would trivialize... No, it would actually completely make unnecessary the Boo Buddy thing. Because then the shell could trigger on the Whistling Chuck. Right, the shell could trigger the glitch on the Whistling Chuck. So if I keep the shell, this completely trivializes the Boo ceiling. Unless keeping the shell is somehow related to the Boo ceiling. But I wouldn't see how. Because while the shell is in slot 0, the Boo ceiling doesn't have the property of reviving already killed sprites. It only moves them around. Right, because like even though the shell despawns, it's just that its sprite status gets set to 0. So it's like still technically in like a limbo state of existing. But as soon as you spawn the Chuck in 0, that definitely kills the shell. Right, but if you could keep the shell, then that would completely trivialize the Boo ceiling stuff, at least with relation to the Chuck. And moreover, it would mean that you could probably bring the shell into slot into here, and then you would also trivialize this Buzzy Beetle part of the level, which moreover would mean that you could keep Yoshi. Which is like, that seems like too much to do. Right, because as soon as you keep Yoshi, then that's kind of the point where you are basically done with the level. You can't keep it into the next... Ah, right, because this is a pipe entry. I agree. I agree with you. Because the shell spawns here. That's not good enough. But like I have also no idea what these 1F0s are for. They're all like these 1F0s. I'm not sure if all of them are just fake. Like, yeah, I mean the issue is that I kind of don't know Dartzine's style at all. Wait, does slanted pipe mean the shell gets moved to here? Ah, okay. Well anyway, that's not better, I think. But still, it would kind of like... Yeah, I mean the problem is... It just seems weird, right? Because like keeping the shell would mean that you could do the shell on Chuck glitch here to spawn the flying Goopas, and you could also do it here, right? Because you can do it with the Buzzy Beetle here. Except if the joke is like it's supposed to look like you're supposed to do it with the Boo ceiling here and with the shell here, and in reality you're supposed to do it with the shell here and like with something completely unhinged here. But I wouldn't know what that completely unhinged thing is. Because like there's like basically no way to move the Chuck in here. And like the only way I know to get a Chuck to spawn Super Koopas other than from like moving him is to like do the shell glitch. So that would seem kind of off. If there's something even more broken here. I mean, it is a glitch puzzle hack, right? So there's always the option of just the solution being something broken that you've never heard of. Yeah, I mean the issue is that I just really don't know Datsun's style, right? Like I don't know how much fake stuff he would be willing to put in. Because it is true that like something like this coin snake is like a really effective way to like prevent you from backwards solving the puzzle. Or like at least make backward solving the puzzle a lot harder. So maybe that's just the point of this. To make sure that you can't just level up from the end. Well, anyway, I don't know. I think I'm stopping here. Yeah, I made some amount of progress anyway. See you probably next week with more of this. I'm like really like curious how much of the stuff I did today is like intended, how much is not intended but good, and how much is not intended but bad. Anyway, have a good night.